is Princess Jasmine from Disney's Aladdin. And in this story, Princess Jasmine is gonna go to the dentist for the first time. But before we get started, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe Hanum cartoon for more adventures. One day in the bustling city of Agrabah, Princess Jasmine was getting ready for an exciting outing. She was going shopping in the marketplace with her pet tiger, Raja. But before they could leave the palace walls, Jasmine felt a sudden jolt in her mouth. Ugh, she thought, that doesn't sound good. Jasmine turned to Raja with a worried expression. Raja, something's wrong with my tooth. It feels funny. Maybe it's from eating too many dates and honey cakes. Raja, being the loyal and protective tiger that he is, nudged Jasmine's hand with his head, letting her know that everything would be alright. At that moment, Jasmine's royal doctor, the headley hippo, walked in. Seeing the troubled expression on Jasmine's face, he inquired, "Is everything all right, Your Highness? You seem a bit down." Jasmine explained, "Doctor, my tooth feels funny. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's been bothering me all morning." Headley Hippo, always prepared, had an idea. "Well then, Princess Jasmine, why don't we pay a visit to someone who can take a closer look, someone who can examine your funny tooth?" He paused for dramatic effect. "Why don't we visit the dentist?" Now, despite being a brave and adventurous princess, Jasmine had never been to the dentist before. The mere mention of the word dentist sent a shiver down her spine. All sorts of wild thoughts ran through her head. Was a dentist's office filled with sharp instruments and scary tools? Would the dentist have a strange and pointy mirror that could peer into her deepest thoughts? Or perhaps the scariest of all, would the dentist count her teeth and then eat them when she wasn't paying attention? Fearful thoughts swirled around Jasmine, making her feel uneasy. Overhearing his young patient's worries, Headley Hippo quickly reassured her. "Don't worry, Jasmine. The dentist is a kind and gentle soul who will make sure your teeth are healthy and strong. It'll be an enjoyable experience, I promise." But Jasmine wasn't so sure. Still, she knew her royal doctor wouldn't steer her wrong. So with a deep breath, she agreed. "All right, doctor, let's go meet this dentist." And off they went, accompanied by the ever-vigilant Raja, who was ready to pounce at any sign of danger, real or imagined. The trio made their way through the bustling Agrabah streets, dodging merchants and their wares until they reached a quiet corner of the city. There, nestled between a bakery and a tailor shop, was a building that seemed out of place with its stark white walls and shiny brass fixtures. A sign hanging above the door read, "Dr. Hannah's Dental Clinic, where smiles are our specialty." Dr. Hannah's clinic was a beacon of cleanliness and order. Sunlight streamed through the windows, illuminating sparkling tiles on the floor and walls. The air was fresh and inviting. Jasmine took a deep breath and noticed the sweet scent of berries and flowers. As they entered, a soft voice echoed, "Welcome to my humble abode. How can I help you today?" Turning around, they saw a woman with a warm smile and eyes as bright as polished emeralds. Her name was Dr. Hannah, and she was not only a dentist, but also a master of making people feel at ease. After a warm greeting, Jasmine was led into a room where everything was white, from the walls to the chairs to the countertop. The only splashes of color came from the array of shiny instruments neatly arranged on the countertop. Among them were a few that looked like strange and scary tools. To Jasmine's untrained eye, these tools resembled tiny swords, shiny mirrors, and even a drill that looked like a miniature catapult. Dr. Hannah, noticing Jasmine's wide eyes and slight frown, quickly introduced her to her instruments. "Don't worry, Princess Jasmine. These might look intimidating, but they're all here to help keep your teeth strong and healthy. This little mirror lets me see your teeth better. This spray is just water. Do you want to hold one?" Was a gentle and reassuring tone. She picked up a small handheld mirror and handed it to Jasmine. "Go ahead and take a look. Isn't it fascinating?" Taking the mirror with both hands, Jasmine cautiously peered inside her mouth. At first, all she saw was a blur, but as she adjusted the angle, she gasped. Right there in front of her was a landscape that she had never seen before. Instead of hills and valleys, there were rows upon rows of pearly white peaks and sparkling streams instead of flowing waterfalls. These peaks were actually her teeth, and the glistening saliva in her mouth was like a river reflecting the sunlight. Lost in wonder, Jasmine didn't notice Dr. Hannah approaching with a spray bottle and a towel until she heard the dentist's gentle voice. "If you're ready, Princess, I'd like to take a quick look at those beautiful teeth of yours." Startled, Jasmine quickly handed the mirror back to Dr. Hannah. I think I'm ready," she said, trying to sound brave. With a reassuring nod, Dr. Hannah sat Jasmine down in a large, comfy chair and covered her in a soft blanket. The dentist then opened a drawer and pulled out a sparkly blue bib. "Would you like to wear this while we work, Princess?" Jasmine, eager to show how brave she could be, replied, "Of course." As Dr. Hannah fastened the bib around her neck, Jasmine couldn't help but notice a small red X on the wall behind the dentist. Curious, she asked, "What's that?" Dr. Hannah followed her gaze and explained, "That's for my patients who've shown extra bravery during their visits. Some of my youngest patients need a little encouragement, so they earn these X's. Once they fill up the whole wall, I give them a special prize." Jasmine, realizing that the dentist wasn't as scary as she had imagined, couldn't resist the challenge. "Well, then, Dr. Hannah, I'd like to earn an X, please." Was that? Dr. Hannah turned on a nearby lamp, revealing a shiny set of instruments. "Then let's get started, Princess." As Dr. Hannah began examining Jasmine's teeth, she explained what she was doing every step of the way. "I'm just checking to see if everything is nice and healthy in there," she said, pointing to a small space between two of Jasmine's teeth. "Ooh, I see a little sugar goblin hiding out. That explains why my tooth has felt funny lately," Jasmine exclaimed. Dr. Hannah chuckled at her young patient's vivid imagination. "Well, it seems like you've got a lot of sugar goblins living in your mouth, Princess. But don't worry, brushing your teeth will scare them away." With that, she grabbed a small brush and dipped it into a cup of foamy water. Then, with a gentle touch, she began cleaning between Jasmine's teeth. As Dr. Hannah continued her examination, she pointed out a few areas that needed some extra attention. "It looks like you've had a little trouble brushing these back teeth, Princess. But don't worry, it happens to the best of us. We'll get those cleaned up in no time." After the checkup, Dr. Hannah presented Jasmine with a sparkly sticker and a brand new pink toothbrush. "Here you go, Princess. This is for being such a good patient and letting me take care of your teeth." Dr. Hannah beamed. Looking at her reflection in the mirror, Jasmine couldn't help but smile. Her teeth felt clean and shiny, just like Dr. Hannah had promised. And as she examined her reward, a sense of accomplishment filled her. With a newfound confidence, Jasmine declared, "You were right, doctor. Visiting the dentist isn't scary at all. In fact, it's quite fun." As Jasmine left the clinic with her new toothbrush in hand, she realized that facing her fears had paid off. Not only were her teeth healthier, but she had also earned a sparkly sticker and a blue X on Dr. Hannah's wall. From that day on, Princess Jasmine never dreaded dental visits again. She understood that taking care of her teeth was a sign of true strength and courage. And whenever she saw Dr. Hannah's kind smile, she remembered that facing her fears had brought her not only a clean set of teeth, but also a valuable lesson about bravery and kindness. So remember, friends, just like Princess Jasmine, sometimes what seems scary at first can turn out to be something wonderful and rewarding. Don't forget to brush those teeth and visit the dentist regularly. After all, a healthy smile is a beautiful smile. And with that, we've reached the end of another enchanting adventure. If you enjoyed this tale of bravery and dental discovery, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. For more magical stories every week, subscribe to Hanum Cartoon. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep smiling and keep believing in the magic of stories.